I was just gonna put this up on. I guess we'll put it up on YouTube.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just export it from Twitch if you want it.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with it failing, but I'm also just
Um,
recording it
I was
locally.
just
gonna put this up on.
Cool.
I guess we'll put it up on YouTube. Oh shit! I have my Twitch
Yeah,
open,
just
so
export it
now
from
I'm
Twitch if
hearing
you want.
feedback. Yeah, I had a lot of
Yay.
problems with it failing. There we go.
This is what happens.
Technology.
Yeah, I made sure to mute your channel before you started.
I didn't.
This is what I haven't streamed in such a long time. The amount of prep for it.
Christ. Your stream just started, Thomas, and just deafened me.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna tweet it out.
Same.
E3 stream discussion.
Oh, damn it. My Mac is being a Mac. Not
Yeah,
like
Mac.
Audacity.
I have to work with a Mac at work, and it's like the worst.
They won't let you open Audacity?
Yeah.
That sucks.
The Audacity.
The audacity of Audacity.
Audacity.
At least we're all on the same page on what it's called now.
Audible.
Yeah, I've got my
The audacity of Audible.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that should be the title.
All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Pre-E3 discussion forums of Twitch. Official Twitch stream. Today we have a bunch of my old friends that we used to work together on a website. And now some of us are doing our own thing. Nathan's the only one that's still working in video games, I guess. I don't know if anyone else is.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to just be chilling, hanging out, and talking about E3 before, well, I guess tonight, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff from EA. And I think Bethesda's tonight as well.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I have no idea on the time.
I don't even know the schedule.
No one knows no one knows anything.
Oh.
All
I
ex
didn't have that tab open. Give me a second.
we're all ex video game professionals, video game writers, and current
So we turned into Polygon.
exactly.
Yeah, Bethesda's tonight is 6 hours after
Yeah.
the EA.
I'm not
So-
watching that live.
Or we
What, you don't want to
actually
be up at 3 a.m.?
we actually just
no,
had,
I've got work tomorrow.
we actually had breaking news like right before we started that Titanfall 2 gameplay trailer and conference discussion thingy happened.
Breaking news.
You guys want to talk about that? It looked pretty exciting. Some new developments in the Titanfall universe.
There's aliens. Fuck me. I'm excited.
One of those aliens.
There were in the first ones, though, weren't there? There was aliens in the first one.
I
But
don't
they
remember.
didn't really interact with you, I don't think.
Oh, wait,
They were
wait,
kind
wait.
of flying around.
We
and
saw
stuff.
them in the outskirts of some of the maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was
Do you
environment.
reckon this would be kind of AI-controlled environmental stuff that can maybe
I
kill
think there
you
might
and
be-
things?
As opposed to it being like when you because obviously Titanfall 1, both sides had AI controlled like little characters. I think there'll
Yeah.
either be one team will have aliens on their team because they've somehow become part of the local life, or it'll be a similar thing to what MOBAs do, and MOBAs are really big at the moment, where they have like mercenary camps, and you can go around and sort of befriend some aliens on the map, and they're like, oh, now we've got some really useful aliens that are just going to wreck shit on the AI, and that sort of thing. So
Oh, yeah.
either way, it's got aliens in it, and I'm just
Yeah.
hyped.
I was just so excited that I forgot to introduce everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say. Maybe we should talk about it.
God damn it, man!
Yeah.
Like the aliens. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go left from right on my end here. So first we have Casey, CCM Knight. Say hello.
What's up, guys?
Then we have Connor, who doesn't want to be a webcam man, but he doesn't
No,
have a
no.
webcam. So.
It's got a static
He's
image.
just standing really still, that's what it is.
I suppose.
And then we have Jeffrey. Take a bow, Jeff. There you go. And now we have Nathan.
Hello.
Okay, cool. So there you go. That's your host, and then of course there's me, Tainted Kane, Thomas. And so yeah, I wanted to say one of those aliens kind of looked like one of those dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, the spitter, where it had like its frills.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, that looked pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like so maybe there'll
Yeah.
be dinosaur alien things, creatures,
Yeah.
mutations. And the most exciting thing about that game is it's going to have a single player campaign.
Yeah, that is.
That's not
really,
required for
really
online.
important. Like, so many games have either been slated, like Battlefield and Star Wars Battlefront,
Yeah.
and the absolute mess that turned out to be just in the press generally. So
And Evolve as
Yeah.
well. Evolve was like a
yeah,
huge
that
one
was
that
another one.
tanked.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
wow. What happened to that game?
Yeah, I bought that
Alright,
game
okay.
for like $20 with all the DLC or most of it. And yeah, that community is kind of just dead now. Same with Titanfall.
It's a shame, really, though, because I feel like that was kind of the first proper next-gen game, like in terms of design and concept.
Hmm.
I think they had some really good ideas, but it just didn't have enough content just to keep it with the community.
Yeah, that's the problem with these online games is that they didn't have enough content, or it's blocked by DLC, like paid DLC.
Yeah.
Evolve had a shit ton of DLC, if you remember. And that was like one of the main things about it. And then also we also saw like a ton of pre-footage, and that was basically just the game. Like there was nothing else to it.
Yeah.
So that's what its death was not enough content, and we saw it all before it came out. Oh man, so yeah, we have Titanfall. So we have EA's press conference coming up tonight. So you already have a taste of Titanfall.
Yep.
We also have Battlefield 1 coming up, which is their biggest game of this year, probably.
Yeah,
I
we've
would
already
have to
seen a
say.
fair bit about that so far as well, so it's not like going to be a massive reveal. I think it's just going to be a kind of gameplay trailer.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to see some like
There has been there's a leaked screenshot of some of the kind of UI and the HUD and stuff like that. So I think they're going to be showing some proper gameplay. I think some certain YouTubers are going to be streaming it as well, playing it, matches against each other, like they did with Battlefield 4. If you remember, they had this proper 64 player
proper match.
match going on. Yes, I remember that. So I reckon we'll see that.
Do you think this is gonna play like differently, like compared to its previous games? Because I'm thinking it's kind of just gonna be the same thing, but just with the different skin. So like you're riding horses instead of like driving cars, and stuff like that. Like you're driving shitty tanks into trenches.
Yeah.
We did play. Me and Nathan used to play a game. I think it was Verdun. That was a World War One game.
Verdun's great. Yeah, Verdun's really good. It's
I just remember you had to snipe in that game, or else you wouldn't be able to do anything.
that'll be Battlefield 1.
You mean
You dive
Battlefield
trench mode.
1942?
Yeah.
Or like if you try to run in with a machine gun, you just get sniped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be a kind of Hollywood-inspired version of World War One. It's not going to be just stuck in a trench for hours a day.
This game's been going on for a week, guys. We really need to like
Yeah, exactly.
sort
Yeah.
the other side at some point.
Stephen
Match
Fry's
day.
going to bark orders at you to advance. That's sort of thing.
A war of inches.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of people think World War One was about trench warfare, but it wasn't in every location. That's just France.
Right.
Which is what it's
Italy was
nice that
different.
they're going. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just it was just the West Coast or the West.
Yeah, I mean, just read up about Lawrence of Arabia, and you'll get a bigger idea of what kind of World War One did feature.
Yeah, the East Front was different. It was more of like, I don't know if it's War of Attrition or if that's the West Coast, but or I always want to say West Coast because we live in North America. I mean, the other guys
Right.
here.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work.
But yeah, it was like a huge battle of like back and forth of like capturing land and getting land back, and then there was a whole thing with the revolution with Russia.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing I think about that game though is the biplanes and the triplanes. Like you
Yeah.
actually see
Yeah,
the Red
exactly.
Baron's
Yeah.
plane. Like that's
Fuck
legit
it.
Red Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Be
so
prepared to say fucker without sniggering as well. 'cause you can say that quite a lot now.
And it's like obviously they had the air battles, which will have a different dynamic, but also like I want to see what they do with the Zeppelins and that, because
Yeah.
it's going to be tough to judge whether they'll be pilotable because they were such massive things. But at the same time, the gameplay, the trailer initially made such a big thing of that final
Yeah, it did.
shot of the Zeppelin coming over. It's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
do something. It can't just be a pretty object, because otherwise everyone's going to go, "What the hell was that for?" You've sort of.
The only thing I can
spoiled us
think of with
before.
Zeppelins is that you could just bomb from the Zeppelins. Like you control it in
Yeah.
like an AC-130 or
Like-
something.
Yeah. Yeah. AC-130 in Battlefield 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just shoot bombs and stuff. I don't know what do you guys know what they use Zeppelins for in the first? Like did they even use Zeppelins in the First World War?
Well, planes were mostly for reconnaissance. back at the start of the war until a few. I think what it was is a French pilot brought a gun with him on one of the one
Yeah,
of his
I remember this.
reconnaissance fighters, shot at a German, and that started aerial combat.
Yeah,
And it hasn't
yeah.
finished.
I remember reading that, like, they would, like, in the First World War, they just had, like, a handgun or a machine gun, and they would
Yeah.
just fire while flying the plane. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Who thinks of this?
Yeah, just like a badass, just like this.
Yeah, they didn't do bombing runs until like World War II, I think, though. They didn't.
No, there were bombers. There were some crude bombers in World War One. They used to throw flechettes, which were big arrows. They used to just drop hundreds of arrows down
Okay.
onto trenches.
Yeah.
So we might
Yeah.
see that, I think.
That would be interesting because I actually didn't know that. I thought they started bombing runs in World War II.
They did have crude bombs back in World War One.
Oh.
Obviously, planes were a bit easier to shoot down. So
Right.
Yeah.
because they basically made of paper mache and cardboard. So
Oh, God.
so obviously, I don't think you're going to last very long in one of these planes in Battlefield 1. I think you'll be dead pretty quickly.
It'd be interesting if they went down the route of like planes. Planes, obviously, you can get in a plane, you can fly a plane, but the plane is actually useless unless you have someone with you. So
Yeah.
where like Battlefield 4 was like you got to get in your squads and you got to communicate. This time the vehicles are very much like you can't just get in a plane and wreck shop on
Well,
everyone.
that's the same with the tanks. They've already announced that tanks are squad controlled, so you have to
Yeah,
have different people in those tanks to control different aspects of it.
And
You
maybe
want to ship by yourself. So
maybe the Zeppelins and the planes are also going to be more like that. So
Yeah.
it's going to be quite high focus on teamwork, which
I think has always
which
been the
is kinda
case
fun.
with Battlefield.
yeah,
Oh yeah, very much
Teamwork
so.
aspect has always been more important in Battlefield than it is in other shooters like Call of Duty. And
yeah,
so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, and also Battlefield games usually have a campaign. So I'm kind of interested
there is
to
a campaign. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what their campaign will be about.
yeah.
Like, will you have to fight the Red Baron? Will you have to like pee on your handkerchief?
Oh no, yeah. Realistic penis physics. That's what they need.
Because that was the thing that happened when they used like mustard gas and stuff like that in World War
Yeah.
One. Is that
It was
people
horrible.
had to piss on their handkerchiefs, man, like in order to survive.
Yeah.
And then trench foot. I wonder if you'll see someone with bad trench foot. You have to cut it off or something. Like, I don't know.
I don't think it's a World War One simulator.
No, it's not. But like I'm saying, like these are like things that happen in that game, and I mean not in that game, in that event. And so like maybe they'll do something with that. Like maybe they'll address it, maybe they won't. Who knows?
Yeah.
So the campaign would be interesting to see. They do something creative with that.
Yeah.
It'd be also nice to see the balance between obviously they'll do the Western Front, but also they've clearly made it look like they're going to be doing something in say Africa or the sort of Arabic region. So it'd be nice to see how they balance that, especially in multiplayer. You can't just have the Western Front army versus a load of guys with swords and horses because it's a bit of a one-sided battle. So I kind of want to know what the multiplayer is going to be with that, whether it's just a one-off campaign thing because we've seen that in shooters before.
Yeah.
Like how they bring that, because there was some really nice scenes of a guy on a horseback riding across dunes.
Yeah.
I think it was a woman actually. It was one of the
it a woman?
Syrian,
Oh, okay.
one of the Syrian fighters, which is really cool.
So yeah, just that sort of like balance, because they're clearly going for more than all of the World War One shooters have done so far, where it's like, this is Europe, stay here, don't leave.
Yeah.
And show the whole of World War One, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. So, I actually don't know anything else other than the stuff that we just saw from the original trailer. So I don't know if anyone else has anything else to add.
There's plenty of DLC content already announced, as you can expect. It's EA, so
Really? Yeah, of course, EA.
Yeah. Pre-order the game and you get all this shite. That's kind of it.
All right. Yeah. So move on to some. Do you think we'll see something with Mass? Well, obviously we'll see something with Mass Effect there. But what do you think we'll see? Like gameplay, dialogue?
We've already got a little trailer so far, haven't we?
I haven't seen the trailer. I've only seen that
Yeah,
Andromeda
there's
stuff they
a little
did last year.
Bit of footage or something, I think. But
Yeah,
other
there
than
has
that,
been a little bit out and about, but I don't think we've seen, again for that one, absolute gameplay as far as I know, like out and out gameplay. So maybe that's another one where they'll have a little bit. I'm kind of saying this like currently my hopes for the EA press conference is like we're going to see gameplay, and then we're going to see more gameplay.
Mhm.
But it's E3, so it's not always going to be that way.
Yeah,
Right,
I
you
think
gotta play it up a little bit.
what they'll do is they'll introduce us to the new character, the new main character, because it's not Shepard, right? It's a
No,
totally
it
new
isn't.
galaxy, new cast of characters. I think we'll see we'll see our new hero, whoever it is, for sure. And they'll introduce
It's
it.
coming
like,
out next year anyway,
It's
so
like this is, Olivia. You
He
can
likes
choose.
card games and long walks on the beach.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So there's not too much that I know about that. Haven't read up on anything for that yet.
yeah.
And then of course they'll have their sports games there. Connor will enjoy the FIFAs.
Yep. I'm so excited for the next FIFA where they change the teams and nothing
Yeah.
else. And then
Yeah.
Madden, where they change
Yeah.
the teams and nothing else.
Look
But
at the new
yeah,
crowd physics. There you go.
exactly.
Up and down.
Like, look at this one guy who we've copied and pasted about 50,000 times. It's just a bit annoying, but at the same time, there's always like, because occasionally every 5 or so years they change something, and it's like, oh wow, they've actually done something this year. And I think 14 or 15 was the last time I remember it being big. So maybe they'll do it again. Maybe they'll go, fuck it, we're actually going to make this 30, 40, 50 quid game worth that amount of money. But as I say, EA, I don't have much hope. It's basically going to be, look at this really attractive footballer. He's kicked a ball again.
Look at the grass. It looks like grass.
Exactly, and it's going to be the same game, and it's going to sell for millions, and everyone's going to.
Our last game only had 10,000 pieces of grass. This one has 20,000.
Exactly. We it's more grass per inch. They'll just run figures like that, just facts and figures.
Grass
So-
AI.
I'll show you a chart.
Yeah.
Starting back in 2000, we've added more grass.
In 2000, we just had the one blade of grass.
Just one flat field of green.
So yeah, my hopes aren't high. That's not. I think if anyone watches E3 to keep up on their sports games, they've got serious priority problems.
The only thing I'm interested in hearing from them about sports games is that if they're gonna bring some back to the PC, because they haven't had any for like
Oh,
For
that's a very good
years.
point.
know that.
that's-
Well,
It's like-
hockey and Madden especially don't
Yeah.
run on PC. FIFA's been on PC forever, but it's been a terrible game.
it's
Yeah,
it,
there's been a serious lack of PC.
sucks. Cause like I've been dying for a PC hockey game for a long time, and every time I go to see if they have something, it's just like 2007 or like something like that.
Yeah,
It's
the
almost
same
been
deal
10
for me.
years. It's almost been 10 years since that.
that's crazy.
Feel
Yeah.
the same way about the NCAA basketball games and the baseball games, and
Yeah.
they haven't had NCAA football, or well, actually, have they? I don't know. They haven't had NCAA basketball in 5 years, 4 years, something like that. It's
Wow.
been a while. So
Yeah, no, it's especially American sports. They just haven't put them on PC
Right.
for a long time. So maybe they can do that. But then again, I haven't read the news, so
Yeah, I just
Unless-
doubt it. I just say it's a thing that I want, but I doubt they'll ever go back because the development time probably
Is
take
it?
forever.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a crowd like.
And there's
FIFA-
probably not much of an audience other than me and like one other person.
Yeah. it'll be online and it'll be you and the same guy over and over.
All right, so the last thing we're expecting to be at the EA conference is Star Wars. In a
you
huge
say
capacity.
expecting. We don't know. We don't know at all, really. There's been no announcements that there's going to be anything to do with Star Wars, but we can kind of expect.
Yeah, well, I said
Something.
expecting. I said expecting.
Yeah, I mean, because they've already announced that they're working on quite a few Star Wars games currently, aren't they?
Yeah,
Obviously,
so
we've had Battlefront. They're doing some mobile crap.
they're gonna do DLC for Battlefront still. I don't think.
Best Bin's coming out next week. The DLC for Battlefront, the Best Bin one, I think it is. So
So we're gonna see that. Another thing that we haven't heard from in a long time is the Amy Hennig game.
yeah,
Now Nathan thinks it's gonna be Star Wars 1313.
I hope it was Star Wars 13. I don't think it will, but I hope it will be. I reckon it'll be, but I think it's going to have lightsaber combat, I believe. So it likely be that it's something to do like a Jedi Knight game, like Jedi Knight Academy or something like that. That'd be really good.
That'd be cool if they
Yeah.
brought that series back. with Kyle Katarn since he's not part of the canon anymore, and he's my favorite
Yeah,
Star Wars
yeah,
character.
exactly. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do with a good single player focused Star Wars game. So if it's
Yeah.
any
I've
like
heard that they're gonna take ideas from that 1313 and focus it on what's it called, bounty hunters.
Yeah. That'd be good.
That's the rumor going around, anyways.
That's the thing. We just don't know a whole lot of information at the moment, really, other than job listings and the occasional EA.
And it'll probably be like
announcement.
Uncharted.
Yeah,
Amy.
which is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to have Amy Hennig on board, really. I think.
Third-person shooter. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad bought Battlefront last year because he thought there was going to be a single-player campaign, and
Yeah,
if he
it's
just
not
talked to me, he would have known immediately and not buy it.
Yeah.
So
It's a
unfortunately,
shame, really.
yeah, kind of sucks, but that's Battlefront, right?
Do you think they announced a new Battlefront?
No, I don't think they will because I think they're just going to keep doing the DLC and then bring out Battlefield 1, and then next year they'll
Yeah.
have a Battlefront 2, and they'll just trade
Yeah.
off on that.
DICE are definitely focusing on Battlefield 1. As you can tell with Mirror's Edge Catalyst, they've been focusing on Battlefield 1 quite a lot.
Mirror's Edge
yeah.
Catalyst that came out. Who said
Yeah.
that?
No, well,
Yeah,
Nathan's been
that's
playing it.
I've been playing it last week. It's okay. It's a decent game. I wouldn't pay 50 quid for it or whatever it is to
I played
to play
the beta they had, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna call it a demo because that's what it is. It's
Yeah,
not a
it was,
beta,
it was.
goddammit.
It was.
But yeah, I enjoyed the beta or the demo. Damn it! Now they got me doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably play Catalyst. It just the biggest problem for me was it sort of appeared. I remember someone saying to me, "Oh, by the way, Mirror's Edge Catalyst is out," and I was like, "Wait, really? That's a thing?" Like
yeah.
the press around it. The first advert I saw for that game was several days after the game had come out. Like I hadn't heard anything about it, so
Yeah.
they clearly aren't that bothered about what it does.
It just seems like EA are just humouring DICE just to get it out there, and just there's been no marketing
That's
really
so
at
weird
all
though
about
because
it.
like I don't think it sold well to begin with. Like I think it did okay.
No, it didn't.
And why would they make a sequel unless it was like something that they actually wanted to make and put
It was
effort
fan
behind?
response, wasn't it? It was fans wanting more because it had
So-
quite a dedicated player base.
yeah, no,
Heritage.
it had
If-
a cult
if-
following. and
If
such.
gaming companies did everything fans wanted, there wouldn't be any gaming companies, honestly.
Well, there's been a big outcry for a new Skate, so do you think we'll see that? at EA?
No,
Really? You don't think they're gonna finally do Skate?
I don't think so.
I think they could. Like I've heard rumors there could be.
I reckon
Not
I
after
reckon
what
there'll be
happened to
something
Tony
soon.
Hawk. Not after that.
Yeah, but PewDiePie has made Skate the way it is.
That word. That name makes me interesting.
I'm not a fan either, but PewDiePie, because he played Skate 3, sales of Skate 3 went through the roof, didn't it? a
Yeah,
few
but
years
now
ago?
that
There's
trend
been a
is
massive
over.
Following. I don't think it is.
I
really
like
don't think it is.
to be honest with you, but it
I
was,
love
Yeah.
Skate. I love Skate. I played 2 and 3 a lot.
Yeah.
And they're a ton of fun, but I just don't think they'll make it, that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because like when Tony
Oh,
Hawk
wow.
came out, and that was just like an utter piece of failure trash.
Oh, God, it was awful.
I don't think anyone's interested in another skating game right now.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they will because they're like, hey, this guy PewDiePie is like getting us famous. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then who knows if it'll be any good or not. Be interesting to see if they make one.
Yeah. I reckon they've been thinking about it.
All right, so moving on from EA, they should have the Bethesda press conference tonight.
Mhm.
I really don't know much of what's going to be there.
Elder Scrolls Remastered.
Oh,
Fallout
yeah,
5.
Skyrim
Definitely.
remastered.
That would
yeah.
be
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
I'd like
think
those.
Skyrim is going to happen. I think there is going to be remastered.
Yeah,
Why
they-
would
yeah.
why would they though? It's the most recent one. Why?
Yeah, but it's not out for Xbox One or PS4 though, so they're
Because
trying to capitalize on the new
there's a
console.
What? Just so come out with single player Elder Scrolls Online. So
But they can
instead of
repackage
Elder
it,
Scrolls
put mods
Online,
in, put all the DLC currently out, and just repackage it and sell it as
Yeah,
full price.
they
That's
could.
what they want to
And
do.
if they did that, that would be kind of cheap, in my opinion. That's just
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
Rehashing the same stuff. But if they combined all all of the previous games. Like, I know that's a lot of time. That's a huge effort for them to go through and do. But it would be amazing to see, and I don't think they would ever do this, to combine Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim into a big
I'd love to see
remaster.
Morrowind
That would be
again.
amazing.
Wouldn't that
I
be
would
amazing?
love it.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing. That would be awesome. I would
Yeah.
totally buy that because I haven't
I
played
would
the
straight
previous
away.
ones. I've only played Oblivion and Skyrim. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Morrowind
Morrowind was great.
was
I
amazing.
hear
It was awesome.
Morrowind's
Yeah.
fantastic. I hear
Yeah.
like the modding community is like insane with that game.
Mm.
So I should probably check that out sometime
I'm sure you can get it cheap on GOG or something like that.
for
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
So that's like the only thing that we're actually expecting. Probably Dishonored 2 as well.
Yep. Yep.
Oh
that-
yeah, I completely forgot about Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
Completely
There's a
forgot
good
about
reason.
it. Yeah.
I was not a big fan
I-
of that game.
Yeah, when I played it and I thought it was like at first I was like, oh, this is pretty good, and then like when I had some more time to reflect on it, I was like, not really crazy about it. It's I don't know, there's something about that game.
It's all right. It has its novelty, and you play it for a little while, and you're like, "This is pretty neat." But then after, you get past that stage, and you're like, "Well, this is just a game."
This is just a game.
Yeah.
Just
I'm-
It's a game. It is a game.
I'm kind of just done with this.
Just
I
put it
played
on the box. It's just a game.
Yeah, I played it
Yeah.
at Eurogamer before it came out,
Ah, nice.
and I played it, and then when I left the conference, I was like, I have no interest in playing that game beyond what I just did. Like that was
Did you
really,
tell
really
me
fun. That was so much fun. I'm done. Like there's
Yeah.
only so many people I can set rats on before I'm like,
Yeah.
all of this now. So again, it's another one that they kind of need to refresh if they're going to make two. They need to make something different. Like one had its good features, and the different ways of killing people and the different ways of going through the story was really good. But they've
Yeah.
got to progress it if they're going to make it a sellable game, because one, I feel petered out a little bit from its initial hype, and they need to build that back up again somehow. So I want to know what's happening with two. I want to know, are they making it so that now you can call ravens as well as rats, and you basically got a whole zoo in your back pocket? Because, I mean,
Bees.
I would go with that.
Giraffe.
Man, geez, take it from
I would play that game.
just take it from BioShock. Just
Mm.
cast bees at
Yeah.
people. Yeah. So I don't really know too much else other than I would like to see a new Quake there. Like I haven't played a Quake game, but all the old industry veterans like reminisce about that game, so I'd like to see one.
Yeah. I mean, Doom was good. Doom
Especially
was really good.
Yeah,
The
especially since
multiplayer was
they've
pretty poor though, so
especially since they've rebooted like Wolfenstein and Doom. And
that's
they're-
it. Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
We don't know about Wolfenstein 2. Apparently, that's going to be a thing.
Oh, you think Machine Gun Games is gonna make a sequel?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon that we will see a Wolfenstein 2.
I would be down for that for sure.
I
Absolutely.
think we do really well. The first one did incredibly well, didn't it? So
Yeah.
I can see them definitely going to be out. Maybe just even it's just a passing, see the title screen or something. I reckon we'll see Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, and well, you said like Doom didn't have like a very good multiplayer, right? So maybe with
No,
Quake-
but they're now working with the multiplayer team, I think, and because obviously it was outsourced, wasn't it? It was outsourced to I can't remember the developer's
yeah, that's
name,
what I've heard.
but
Yeah,
someone else did the multiplayer side of things, but now they're working with it directly. So we might see Doom's multiplayer get much better over the coming months. So they might mention about Doom and what they're doing to it, possibly.
oh yeah, like other plans after the release.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was just thinking maybe like with Quake, because Quake was like known for the multiplayer, that they could do something really interesting with that.
No Quake multiplayer. Back in my day.
Nah, I've never played it, so I'm really interested in seeing what they would do.
It's a really fun game, and I actually think that the only multiplayer that comes close is Unreal Tournament.
Yes,
I played
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament.
Is the new Unreal Tournament like close to release? I know that's basically an open beta.
It's basically
as in-
out, isn't it? I think it's like an early access thing, isn't it?
It's a bit like what Minecraft did, where
There's a new Unreal
Yeah.
Tournament. Wait,
we're developing it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and then you can basically access it for free if you just go onto their site and play it, and the game's there. You can do what you want with it, and it's been
I
like that
think there is-
for a little while.
They're encouraging a lot of feedback, aren't they? It's basically going to be a kind of community-made game. It's going to be really quite interesting to see how it progresses.
But that's probably the closest to Quake in terms of multiplayer right now, because to be honest, FPSs and multiplayer in general doesn't go down that route anymore. Like
Yeah.
Counter-Strike is probably the most competitive shooter out there because competitive shooters just aren't a thing. It's like you're going to play Call of Duty and you're going to blow everyone up and you're going to be happy about it. And you know, if you want to do esports, then go and find your own game because we don't care.
Yeah, I think like the esports level of first-person shooters kind of peaked at Halo 2. I think.
Yeah.
Because like that was everywhere and everyone was doing it. You see it on TV, and now like you don't really see FPSs. It's mostly fighting games and Dota.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
MOBA type games.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of fighting games, Jesus, that Street Fighter 5,
No,
the mess of Street Fighter.
that's not even a game. It's just a teaser.
I hear the fighting mechanics are great, but like there's just like a ton of things in there that are just messed up. Like they're missing.
I'm just getting so fed up with game releases, just having a small portion of what the final game's going to be, and they're going to just keep adding tiny bits of content throughout. When I buy a game, I want to have the complete package. I'm getting fed up of having to wait months down the line, like with Battlefront. I liked Battlefront, but I'm getting a bit fed up with the fact that they're just releasing tiny little bits throughout the time of it being released.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
games
getting fed up
are.
with it.
That's what games are now.
When they did that with the newest Hitman, I was just, oh my gosh, the new
Yeah.
Hitman,
I hear the new Hitman.
one
is,
level.
Yeah.
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 But I hear it's like really good. Like,
Do you have to pay for the new episodes? Because I don't quite know how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a few bucks. Like I don't know how much.
That's
I
a
don't know what the
shame.
price is, but yeah, it's episodic. You have to pay for each
Yeah.
episode. There's probably a
But
season
so-
pass.
To buy the base game, was it full price or was it a kind of a reduced price? I don't know how it works.
I don't know because I didn't get into it, but I watch people play it and it looks really good.
Yeah.
I also put down a thing here for Prey 2 because it was gonna be a game published by Bethesda,
Yeah.
and I heard like really good things about Prey 2. So I don't know.
Has it
Maybe
been announced?
no, they haven't gone silent on that. Like they haven't said anything. They didn't even say it was canceled.
Has
So,
anyone played Prey 1?
I did. That was a good game.
I haven't, so I don't know.
It did a lot of things that Portal did, like with time and like resetting you and stuff,
cool.
like with like walking on the walls and stuff. It was really cool. I would like to see Prey 2, but apparently Prey 2 is like they're going into a sci-fi direction, but no one's heard anything for years. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll just come out and be like, "Yeah, we finished Prey 2." It's like what?
Yeah. Like,
Kind of like what they did with
Fable 2.
kind of like what they did with Fallout 4. They just came out and like,
Yeah.
Fallout 4 is done. We're just gonna launch it in this in what was it, like November or October? It came out.
Yeah, but that's not. I like it when companies do that, when they announce it and it comes out a couple of months later.
Yeah, Bethesda can do that kind of thing.
It's not like the original Watch Dogs. It was like
Oh, we'll get to
2.5
Watch Dogs.
years or something. It
We'll
took
get
to
to
come out.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next up, I'm gonna go in order of the press conferences. So then next
Yeah.
up will be Microsoft with Xbox, and what they're bringing there to the conferences. So we have news on an Xbox Slim and an Xbox 1.5.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been leaked actually now, hasn't it? I think there was some kind of internal games memo, and I think something is going to happen, which is weird because PlayStation aren't going to be announcing any new console, but Microsoft will be. So I would be interested to see how that plays out.
Can we just discuss the name for that a sec? Because I really, really want it to keep the name Scorpio. If
Oh yeah, Scorpio.
because if it comes out and it is called Xbox One Scorpio, I might actually, for the first time ever, be like, I'm getting a
Dude,
console.
that'd be so cool. You go to your
so I can have
friends.
the word Scorpio under my TV because
Like
that's
some kind of
awesome.
90s hacker.
It's like you go to your
Exactly.
friends. It's like, guess what, guys? I just got the new Xbox One Scorpio.
Like, that's amazing.
I
But
just
yeah,
want to see Phil Spencer say that on stage.
yeah, like guys, it's coming, Scorpio. And then they're like,
Look
what is
under your
it?
desk. There's scorpions under your desk.
They could have so much fun with that, but no, it's just going to be called Xbox 1.5 or something.
Like, wasn't PS3 like Durango or something?
Yeah, that rings a bell. So it's probably something like that. I just want one of them to keep their cool project names
Yeah.
and forever be known as like Xbox One Scorpio. But yeah,
Makes sense,
no,
like
that's absolutely coming out.
Is it Scorpio, the guy in the Simpsons episode, the Bond villain guy in the Simpsons episode?
Well, I was thinking of the Evil Corporation from the Alex Rider books.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm sure we can have. So yeah, we'll have Alex Rider that come down from the ceiling, and he'll chuck an Xbox at you and go Scorpio, and then run off.
Do you guys know anything about the Xbox 1.5 or the Scorpio? Because I don't know anything about it other than
No.
that it's coming.
I don't think anyone knows.
I know that 4K is a thing that they're playing with a lot with consoles at the moment, because it's the next big thing with display, and Xbox One and PlayStation 4 don't really support it.
I don't think the new consoles will ever support outputting at true 4K resolution, though.
Not at the moment. I believe
It'll be a few years till we get some decent mobile chips to be able to do that. Because at the moment, there's just nothing that can.
No, nothing really can. And PlayStation is sort of toying with the idea, but whether it'll be on these consoles at the moment, I don't know. It may be something that they're trying to sell as a selling point, and whether it actually works properly or not. Because realistically there are no games that run at true 4K, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. But it is, as I say, it is the next big thing. It's what TV's going into. It's what Netflix currently does it. So
it'll probably be more successful than 3D.
Yeah, that's
maybe even VR. It might be more successful than that. Yeah.
I hope not. I'm excited for VR. I still haven't gotten my Oculus yet, but
You get an Oculus? Nice.
I'm planning on getting an Oculus as soon as I.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm having a go in 2 weeks with a VR event thing. For the first time, so I can't wait for that. Yeah.
I just kind of want to wait for the games to get out there. There's a few that are interesting, but
the only thing I have for VR is Google Cardboard, and that thing is actually pretty decent. I like that a lot.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, they're basically just tech demos at the moment, aren't they? Like Valve's Steam Room, whatever it's called. That kind of thing. Yeah, it's basically tech demos at the moment. I mean, it looks really good and it shows a lot of potential, but you need a proper AAA game to really sell anything.
Right, and then having an Oculus Ready PC sitting here on my desk, I'm like, I'm all set. I just need to buy the hardware, and it's hard to justify. I mean, granted, it's like a 4K TV on your face, so $600. It's just you gotta drop it. You gotta get it.
So can I ask you a question? Why Oculus over HTC Vive?
Because the Vive is like $1,000.
Yeah, is it actually with price?
It's a higher price. It's got you have more space requirements.
Yeah.
You have to have like the boxes set up all over the room. With the Oculus, I'm probably just gonna sit in my chair and look around while I'm playing my game with my Xbox controller in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in standing up and waving my arms around like a maniac. So exactly. So I'm not.
I would encourage a friend to get it, and then I would just go over to their place and play it.
All right. So
there's not too much here on this list that I have for Xbox games that I'm interested in. I have
Is there anything really that's...
What?
Is there really anything they're going to be announcing in terms of games? I mean,
the only thing I know here is Gears of War 4, which takes place in the future with
I thought that was out already. I haven't been following that at all.
It's like Dom's kid or something.
Wow.
They're going for a little bit more of a horror aspect, I think, with that one. Like the first game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Crackdown 3, I liked 2. That was all right. Played a little bit of 1.
What we've seen so far, Crackdown 3 looks really good, to be honest.
I haven't seen anything.
They're doing like a lot of the performance is going to be done over the cloud. It's going to be like cloud stuff, so that the world's going to be quite big and stuff like that. A lot of because obviously the Xbox One isn't that great in terms of performance, I don't think. So I think they're just transferring a lot of that to like a cloud-based thing.
Yeah.
Which would be really interesting to see how that kind of works. Because obviously you'll need online connection all the time for that.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. And then there's Halo Wars, which is whatever. It's a Halo RTS. I own the first one, but I never played it. And a lot of people say that was a good RTS game on a console. Because RTS games aren't normally on consoles, right?
Didn't Halo Wars 1 not do very well?
That's what I thought.
I don't know, but I know they announced they're having a 2. So,
have they announced it?
Yeah, they've said.
Yeah, no, there's I've seen pictures of it.
Nice.
And it looks like I didn't play the original, but it looks like an upgraded version of Halo Wars 1, as you'd expect. So
now the game that I'm most excited about the Microsoft conference is definitely Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Remember you see that last year with like everyone was like you're playing with multiplayer, and everyone's like a person on your ship crew. Like you have someone
Yeah.
driving, you have people shooting, you have people manning the sails. You're exploring, finding treasure, fighting off skeletons. Like it looks really exciting. But I don't know what the single player content's going to be like. It's probably just going to be multiplayer, from the looks of it. I don't know if
Who's
you'll see.
making that?
That's Rare.
Ah, yes, it is. Yeah,
It's
it
Rare,
is.
man. Rare's gonna get back. It's gonna come
Yeah.
back. They're gonna blow everyone away.
It's gonna turn into a racing game. It's gonna be great. Teams,
You can race ships against other pirates.
ships, other little ships. It's great.
No,
It's gonna
but
be a disappointment mode. We just turn that on.
I was a huge fan of like Pirates, the Sid Meier's Pirates.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, and I had
A little dated, but it's good.
yeah, I had it for my PSP, and like that was like the perfect game to play on a lunch break or like going home on
Yeah.
a commute.
Yeah.
So I'm huge into that kind of stuff. So I'm like looking forward to this one here. So
The other thing that I'm just going to check out some rumors for Xbox
sure
because
thing, because I don't
why
know
not?
anything else other than maybe HoloLens will probably be there.
I feel
Well, yeah.
Halo 6 is somewhere, whether it's long enough now, because considering Halo 5 has been out for what, however long it's been
like
out,
7 months or 8 months.
early, maybe even just a title or a cinematic of Halo 6 is possible.
You'll probably just see
think
a
so?
logo with like a year.
I like
Yeah.
they've developed Halo in trilogies. Like 1, 2, and 3 was a trilogy. 4, 5, and 6 is a
Yeah.
trilogy. So I
Mhm.
feel 6, they already had in their minds something along the way. So they might just you know what they do sometimes, just drop a title in there and show absolutely nothing of the actual game or even any cinematics. It'll just be Halo 6 is coming, and everyone will be like, we knew.
Right.
And the other thing is potentially Halo 5 on PC, because Microsoft are really working
Yeah.
on Windows 10 integration. Like Forza 6 came
Mhm.
across the PC as a sort of beta recently, and so they might actually here go all out and say, hey, look guys, we're making Halo 5 for PC.
They
you know,
they
go
brought
wild.
Forge. They brought Forge to PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. So it's just something that I have no idea. It's all rumors in my mind, but it's something that they could do. I'd be pretty excited because the last Halo on PC was a long time ago now. So it'd be
If
good-
Halo came out on PC, it would do incredibly well.
exactly, they've got nothing to lose, and with
Yeah.
the Windows 10 integration, it seems to be quite seamless.
Halo is already out on PC. That like isn't it like a Russian thing, isn't there? Something in
There's a
Russia they've
Russian
got?
There was,
multiplayer version for
yeah.
it.
I was listening to a podcast and someone wrote in anonymous.
Anonymously.
Yes, and and they said that they were like a tester on Halo 5 for PC. So I don't know if
Yeah.
they bring it or if they just like tested it to see if it ran.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
just
it
testing
happened.
the architecture. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it'll happen. It'll just be
Yeah.
whether they announce it here or hold it off for someone else.
All right. So I'm gonna move on. I think is it Ubisoft or PlayStation that's after Xbox?
It's
Thank you.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft is in the evening, so it's Ubisoft, I think.
Yeah. So then we
Yeah,
have
it's
Ubisoft. They just announced their Watch Dogs 2 game, which was obviously coming.
Terrible trailer.
I don't understand it. I just don't get it.
Do you know you can spaz if you want to? I have no idea what that means.
You can spaz if you want to.
Yeah.
Leave
You
no
can leave your
friend
friends
behind. And if you want to spaz, then you can. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think of the first game? Like Watch Dogs 1, obviously for the most part it was majorly hyped, and then when it came to it, everyone was like, "Wow, this
Yeah.
is half of what it was supposed to be."
My relationship with Watch Dogs is interesting. When I was with my girlfriend, my ex, she would play that, and I would just do a couple of the missions, like getting rid of the gangs,
Yeah, yeah.
clearing areas. So I would do that, and
Yeah.
I thought that was fun and creative, the way you can dispatch those people. I also played a little bit of it myself, but I kind of got tired of it after a while. And,
I don't think it's as bad as people remember it being.
And then
You see,
I tried to play. I bought it recently because of the sale. It was like $20 for the game and the entire DLC.
Yeah.
And then so I bought it on Steam. It gave me a Ubisoft code, and I tried to use the Ubisoft code on their Uplay, and it says the code's invalid and it's already used. So I just got a
Ah,
refund. And I was like, "Fuck
yes.
this! This is bullshit."
Good old Uplay. You can always
Classic
count
Uplay stuff.
on that.
You can always count on the Uplay.
You see, I actually found the original to be quite fun.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me of what they did with Titanfall in the way where it was good, but it just needed some more development and some like proper fleshing out. The story wasn't brilliant. The lead character was really, really fucking annoying.
Oh god,
be
yeah,
honest.
Aiden Pierce. Oh god.
Like,
Do you
yeah.
think this new guy will be any better though? Look at him.
Oh man, he's
He'll be,
he's
he'll be-
young.
anyone's better than Aiden.
he's young
Yeah.
and hip. All the kids are gonna love
Yeah,
him.
all the kids will love him.
It's got that like hacker culture, like San Fran,
Yeah.
like Silicon
Yeah.
Valley hacker culture thing going on.
Like, I feel the first one, it had some good ideas, like the hacking and that was there. And what actually kind of hit it the most was that the original trailer looked so much better than what came out. Now,
Yeah.
this time, they've gone for pretty much straight-up gameplay. You can see by the way that all the animations look like someone stitched them together by hand. They look really sort of not quite there in some places. So it's probably gameplay this time.
I think
and
it was a mixture of
maybe...
gameplay and pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
some gameplay. I think they had a gameplay trailer as well. Like
There's
that
been
sh-
there's been different things kind of let out.
yeah. So
Like the free running stuff's cool, but again, it's not going to play as well as like Mirror's Edge
Mm-hmm.
free running. It'll probably just be you jumped. Oh, I accidentally did a flip. How did that happen?
it's gonna be like
Yeah.
Infamous, like with its parkour,
Yeah, you know, but
or
maybe
actually, I guess Assassin's Creed, because Ubisoft.
that sort of thing.
That's
Like
probably a better
Makes sense.
example.
jump out of a tower. There's going to be tall towers, you know.
No, wait.
God,
Didn't they say they got rid of the towers? Like the
Yeah, they're saying they're going for true open world this time
yeah.
because
Do you reckon
basically
they-
it takes the piss.
Do you reckon they'll learn anything from the Division as well and kind of incorporate some multiplayer stuff into it and kind of like that sort of aspect, gunplay, that sort of thing? Because the gunplay of Division was quite fun, I thought, anyway. So I wonder if they're going to kind of incorporate that into it.
I certainly think they could do because I don't think the gunplay from Watch Dogs was particularly that strong.
No.
Yeah.
You can
They
tell
have-
you can tell they're picking up lessons because, for example, one of the big things they picked out was, guys, cars are really like nice to drive this time. Like you hated
Yeah.
cars last time, they're really good, honest. Like you'll
Promise,
love it. So
believe us.
they're trying. It's not working that well, but you can
There's-
tell that someone behind the scenes is like, we want to make this work.
Their games, Ubisoft's games, like they have a lot of really good parts in each of their games. If they could
Yeah.
just bring that all together into one, it would be amazing.
Yeah. But do you
Yeah.
remember Assassin's Creed when that first came out? It was okay, but it wasn't that great. And then Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed 2 came out, and it was the best one. So I reckon we might see that with Watch Dogs. I reckon we'll see Watch
I
Dogs.
hope,
yeah.
hopefully
Nah.
we
Good
do.
comparison.
Hopefully we do. Like I'm interested to see what. Like,
So,
how
so
that'll
I'm
be.
excited for it. I'll do the usual thing where you wait for someone else to take the fall for
Exactly.
playing the game, and then 6 months down the line, it's like, yeah, this was a really good game. What was everyone's
Yeah.
problem?
Also, there's not going to be an Assassin's Creed this year. The Watch Dogs is taking its place. So
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's really good, I think. I think it's
Remember-
nice to take a break from the series.
Remember when we used to do a podcast and then Nathan said, I think it was Nathan or Connor saying that they're going to take a year off, and they didn't. And then 4 years later, they're finally learning the lesson that they should have listened to us.
We got it right, but not the right
Yeah.
year.
We forewarned it so far in advance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're too far thinking.
Yeah. But it's nice to see they're not focusing so much on Assassin's Creed and they're kind of letting it. Which is weird because the movie's coming out this year, so you reckon this would be the best year for them to put a game out? So
You would think so.
Star Wars and
Well,
Russia.
yeah,
Warcraft.
that's true.
Warcraft, they released their movie and they've got their expansion pack coming,
Yeah.
3 months
Yeah.
later. So
Yeah,
it's a selling point. They're getting a bunch of new people in to play the game.
Yeah.
They're even giving them the game for free, and then they're like, "Now go buy
Yeah.
Legion. Go buy the
Exactly.
expansion." So,
Good,
yeah,
good move, man.
it's a good sales plan.
You're giving them a taste like a drug dealer. You're giving them a little bit of taste of Warcraft.
Little
Exactly.
taste of crack,
Here,
yeah.
Here, have this $20 game in a free month, and then pay us $15 a month every month for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
For the rest of your
MMO
life.
crack.
Okay, and then we also have another game here that I'm not really looking forward to, but it's interesting to have it here. Is they're doing a sequel to the South Park video game they did.
You loved the first one though, didn't you?
Yeah, the first one was great, except for like the battle system was very repetitive. It got very tiring, but the writing was always hilarious, and some of the comedy moments was really stupid. Like, spoilers for freaking South Park. There's the fight where you're fighting against the underpants gnomes, and you become small, and you're fighting on the bed that your parents are having sex on. And
Nice.
the balls are like your dad's balls come and slap you, and I think like that's how it ends. Is the fight, you just get nailed by your dad's balls. Like there was like really stupid raunchy stuff that was just hilarious.
Yeah.
Canada was like an 8-bit like RPG. Like that was amazing. There's some clever stuff in there, but I haven't seen too much from this new one. I'm not really excited for it because like I think it's just going to be the same thing as the first one, so it'll be a fine game, but I'm just not excited for it.
I like the title. That's enough for me. I think the title's great.
Fractured Butthole.
Yeah. Fractured Butthole. Yeah, exactly.
I haven't seen any of the shows recently. Like
I've never really been interested.
those type of shows, like I always fall off after like 10 seasons. So
After 10 seasons.
after 10 seasons.
I just fall off.
You made it 10 seasons on South Park? Good God.
It's
Like, you
on
know,
season
it's
27.
so boring. Just continue that. Doesn't do right.
Okay, and someone wrote here Far Cry ?
Yeah,
I don't think it's Far Cry.
They don't have any plans as far as I know, but it would be
As
interesting.
far
What
as
number
I
are we on
know.
now?
We've had Primal recently, haven't we?
Oh yes, it'll be.
few
Oh, I
months
need,
ago,
I need to
so-
pick that up when it's cheap.
It's
Far
supposed to
Cry
be really good.
pre-Primal.
So, yeah. Yeah.
And
I don't think we'll see a Far Cry game. What about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon or whatever it is?
oh yeah, that's right. I
Ooh,
forgot
yeah.
about that. They
Advanced
announced it. I was like,
Warfare
oh, there's a new
Online.
Tom Clancy game.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it
I don't know. I think.
Ghost Recon?
See-
They're going open world for the first time, aren't they? It's going to be an open world 4-player online squad-based thing.
Yeah.
So that'd be quite interesting to see how they play it out. But Ghost Recon games are usually a bit naff. They're quite fun, but
I played it on the last one. I think it was Future Warfighter or
Soldier.
Advanced Warfighter?
Advanced Warfighter or
Come
something
on,
like that.
everything's future.
And that one was
Future
pretty
Soldier.
decent. I played it online with a couple friends, like with the online modes, and those were actually a lot of fun. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like horde mode, and I don't know. I thought it controlled really well. So I don't know.
My
I'm not
biggest
really
thing is
interested
that
in.
There are better games to pour my time into,
Yeah.
better shooters to pour my time into than a
That's the thing.
Ubisoft one.
Ubisoft, right, yeah. So I don't know too much else other than those games there. What else they'll have? But
Yeah.
they're getting acquired. They're not getting acquired, but there's they're under a threat of a hostile takeover recently, with Vivendi like buying a ton of shares coming in. And who knows? Maybe they'll get bought out and actually do nothing to improve themselves. I don't know. It's interesting to see what will happen to Ubisoft after E3, especially since
Yeah.
they're the brother of the guy who owns Ubisoft. His brother's game company got bought out by Vivendi.
Yeah.
I think it's Games. Is it Games Pop? No. What's it called? The mobile company.
Oh,
Games something.
GameSoft. Is it GameSoft?
Something like that. Anyways,
I think it's something like that.
so that one's bought by them. So I'm just
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time till they get bought out by Vivendi.
it's Game Loft.
Game
You were
Loft.
close.
That's
Yes.
the one, Game Loft.
There you go.
Close.
What
So-
about Beyond Good and Evil 2?
No. Don't even. You think Vivendi will buy them and then just be like, now you must make Beyond Good and Evil 2?
We can only
Like
hope.
it's like one guy there who like really loves that game.
Just one guy.
It's Aisha Tyler hosting it again.
Oh
Yeah.
God, no.
Oh, let's make a meme.
She was like, she's a fine voice actor and I like her in Archer, but come on,
And
man, she's not.
She's all right in Whose Line. She just tries too hard.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm gonna really, really connect with these fellow gaming kids and girls and everyone. It's like, no, just,
I'm a girl
just be
gamer.
like, there's
I
a really
have
cool
boobs."
game. Like,
Yeah.
Nerds
One
don't
year
know
we
what
had
boobs
John
are.
McHale. We had John McHale one year, didn't we?
Oh
that
my
was
God.
terrible.
yeah.
As long as they don't bring back Mr. Caffeine, I'm fine.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with Mr. Caffeine.
Let's go back in time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who
did
writes
like-
these
You did
and
like
thinks
every
like,
10
this is
minutes.
a good idea?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you guys interested in that Assassin's Creed movie?
I'll watch it.
I'll probably see it. I don't know whether I'll see
I
it in
like Michael
cinema.
Fassbender, so I'll watch it.
You know.
I don't know. It looks like honestly, I don't know if you guys saw that trailer I linked for Dead Rising, the second Dead Rising movie apparently. But that one,
Second,
yeah, there was two. I didn't even
there's
know
a
one
first
came
Yeah.
Dead
out.
Rising movie. What? I'll
Yeah,
have to look that up.
it was on Crackle. I haven't seen the first one. I saw the first trailer and that one looked really bad, but only because
Dead Rising Watchtower.
yeah, that's the first one. The second
Oh,
one
that
is
looks
I saw it.
Endgame.
dreadful.
Yeah. Don't waste your time, dude.
He's like, "Yeah,
unless, unless you want to. Unless you want to. You know.
I love shit films, so I will definitely watch this.
But
I
no,
watched. I think I
the-
watched the first 5 minutes. Yeah. It's,
It's just-
the second
it was
Dead
recorded
Rising
on an
movie
iPhone,
though
which
looks
is
actually
bad.
really decent, and I think I might check that before Assassin's Creed.
I was gonna say, isn't that typical for video game movies? If the first one is really bad, they learn from their mistakes and make a decent one afterwards. Like that's what I feel Resident Evil was. The first one was like, game fan service, but then it was they picked up on that and they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's get the feedback from everybody. and
Tomb
let's make
Raider.
the series exactly. Yeah, let's make the
Mm.
series okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't like any of the video game movies, but I know some people
There's
do
going to
like
be a new
those.
Tomb Raider film, isn't there?
I don't.
Is it?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, Alicia Vikander's playing Tomb Raider, and she's really
Oh, okay.
hot, so that'd be
I
awesome.
know.
Yeah.
I know Nathan loves all the Resident Evil movies.
They're so bad. So bad. So bad.
Alright.
But they're still making them, aren't they? Isn't there going to be some more coming?
Yeah,
down the
no,
line or
because
something?
didn't the recent one have serious problems with basically injuring the entire
Yeah,
cast?
someone almost
Oh.
died or something, didn't
Oh
they?
my
Yeah,
god!
They've like put several people in hospital trying
So you're
to
saying
make
it's
that
the
film.
Mad Max of video games? movies?
Yes. Like I don't know what they're doing in that film, but it better be insane, otherwise,
Okay, so then after
Actual zombies. They're using actual zombies.
actual zombies, they created zombies.
I can
just
only
for the
hope.
movie. Now we have the PlayStation conference coming up after Ubisoft. We got some interesting games here. Horizon Zero Dawn. Anyone?
Yeah, I must admit I've got quite an open mind about that.
Yeah.
It's Guerrilla Games, though, isn't it? So they've just been doing Killzone. So it's bizarre that they're just having a complete departure from first-person shooters, going to a kind of third-person action-adventure game. So I don't know. I reckon they might do quite well. It looks quite good from
Yeah.
what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I don't know the story or anything, but it's like
Post-apocalyptic,
yeah.
I think.
with
Yeah.
dinosaur robots.
Yeah.
Dinosaur robots. You put that in a game and it's sold. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like a Monster Hunter sort of feel.
Yes,
yeah.
and I love Monster Hunter. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I actually didn't make that connection. That's actually really
that's a good
interesting.
connection. Yeah. I don't know if it's got any online multiplayer. I reckon it might just be single player, but
Who knows? It might be.
Let's
You
see.
never know. You could join tribes maybe in multiplayer. Who knows?
that'd be cool. Yeah.
And you play as a woman, right? Like a cave woman, right?
Cave woman.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good. We just want to see more of that, more gameplay, more.
Have we got a release date? I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
I
It'll
reckon
it'll
we'll
probably
get
be
a release
next year.
The initial release date is apparently February the 28th next year.
Yeah,
That's
it'll probably
usually
be
a
next year.
placeholder, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be similar to like Q1 in
Yeah,
20.
Right.
You know, January 1st or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's probably not. It's probably like they probably said like 29th of Feb on a leap year, just because.
Yeah.
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 So we don't really know too much about them. We also have The Last Guardian.
I reckon they'll open with a trailer for Last Guardian.
Do you think so? Because they haven't
Yeah.
even said it's there yet.
It will be there. It was there last year. It will definitely be there this year.
Was it there last year? I don't remember.
Yeah, they had a trailer last year, didn't they?
Yeah,
They had
I remember
big reveal right at the beginning, I think it was, which was awesome. That's a great way to start.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Had a
Okay.
proper first actual gameplay, live gameplay anyway. So it was really interesting to see that. I mean, we'll see it. We'll see it get a release date possibly.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you think we'll see a release date? I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It still won't never happen, but we'll get a release date anyway.
They'll just be like No Man's Sky and just move it.
Yeah.
Oh man, death threats.
Oh no,
That
that's
was-
so
that
bad,
was-
isn't it?
That's so bad, man.
It's
The internet,
horrible.
the
It
internet
really
is
is.
foul. It's the worst thing
Yep.
ever.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't think we'll see No Man's Sky on the stage.
I reckon. I know I can see Sean Murray getting up and talking very quietly about No Man's Sky.
He's like, hey
I think we
guys,
could say-
it's cool, it's coming.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it.
Bulletproof
actually
vest
coming.
on.
The public service announcement: do not issue death threats to people who are developing the
Yeah.
game.
He goes, if I
Yeah.
die, I can't make the game. This game's
Exactly.
killing me. I don't know.
They'll not
You
mention
kill me,
it.
I can't finish it.
And in the last 10 seconds, they'll be like, oh, and No Man's Sky is actually coming out next year. And then he'll leg it off
Oh.
stage.
They're like, I
God.
promise it'll be.
Just dropping my pen.
There'll be riots in the crowd. As
Throw
Yeah.
tomatoes on stage.
Yeah.
So then, I think Activision isn't there. Apparently they pulled out. Same with EA.
Yeah, they set up their
Well, they're
own
focusing
thing.
on their own conference, aren't they, Activision?
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing something in September for esportsy related thing,
Mm.
and they're going to show multiplayer for the first time and some more single player details, apparently. So
Yeah, the only reason I bring that up is because Call of Duty have started saying that, or they said that a few years ago, that Call of Duty in PlayStation 4, that's their new home.
yeah,
So I'm just gonna see, maybe they'll have some Call of Duty there.
I reckon they will. I reckon they'll have someone come on stage. They might do a bit of gameplay, possibly. They won't feature Modern Warfare Remastered, I don't think,
No.
which is a
no.
shame because that's what people want.
That's what everyone wants.
I don't care about that new game. I just want the Modern Warfare Remastered.
And
So
yeah, go ahead.
can I just quickly check, what do people think of the whole Infinity Warfare? Like, is it we're not interested, not
This
going
is
near
the first Call of Duty game I'm not interested in.
Call of Duty?
I liked Advanced Warfare.
Mm.
I thought that was quite good.
Yeah, Advanced
But
Warfare was good.
I've got no interest. I haven't had any interest in Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, I think it was.
Yes.
See, I-
No, you hate the Call of Duties.
I played Black Ops 3 and that was decent.
Any good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked it.
That actually flowed really well in the gameplay and all that. And I actually think that they're actually moving it on to a different stage. Like, it's now in space. That's actually a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that
The
before.
problem is that all we've seen is that terribly made trailer.
Oh, that trailer was awful.
I want to
And-
see actual gameplay before I say anything more.
People have compared it to Battlefield 1 quite a lot because DICE are so good at making trailers.
Absolutely.
I think they're the best in the industry at making trailers.
Yeah.
I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, that
Compare that
Battlefield
to
1 was really
The way
good.
Call of
The Call
Duty
of
was
Duties.
presented, it just
Janky
it looks no
animation.
different. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When it was
Um,
really horrible.
Here's the thing I want from
engine.
Call of Duty. I'm kind of like, I don't know if you played the last one or if you even saw what happened in the last one, but I'll spoil some of it. Is that you go into the mind of like another person and you experience like their thoughts on things.
Right.
and-
Yeah, that's
One of the best
Basically-
levels there was
basically
like
Mass
the World
Effect.
War II level, because
That's cool.
they get you back in World War II. You have advanced equipment
A little
though.
teaser, yeah, and
And
nothing
you're-
happens to it.
It's like it became like a mind fuck. So what I kind of want from them now is like if they had Kojima, like Hideo
Yeah.
Kojima Call of Duty. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Like
If
10
this
hours
happens,
long.
Thomas, it's all on you. That'd be amazing.
That would be the best thing ever.
That'd be so good. Yeah, it would.
I would
You
lose
see
my
monologues. Monologues everywhere.
Yeah. Kojima has a new production company now, doesn't he?
mind. Yeah, it's called Kojima Productions.
Yeah.
So he won't be brought on board for Call of Duty, but one can hope. One can
He
dream.
just used the same name from the last company.
Yeah, I know. He can do that though.
I'm really expecting to see Kojima there at the Sony's conference, since
Yeah.
they did that whole thing with the video. It's like, guess who we have? We have Kojima. They're showing
Yeah.
him off and stuff. Yeah,
I don't think there'll be any talk about his new game.
maybe
There'll be
not.
no announcement. It will just be the fact that he's with us. He's
He'll-
working on
he'll
a
be on
maybe
stage
they
and-
might say the genre of the game, third-person action game, shooter, whatever.
Yeah,
But
he'll
that'll
be
be
on
about it.
stage and he'll just like say hello or something, or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, which would be good, I think.
So yeah, that's my idea for Call of Duty and Kojima. I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid, so
Yeah, I've been watching.
oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I've been tempted to replay them all again, but it will just take so long.
Yeah, it's my favorite game series, man. It is.
Yeah. Apart from Metal Gear Solid 4. But
So we have new hardware to announce for PlayStation.
yeah.
PlayStation
Yep.
Neo, PlayStation Oculus. No, not the PlayStation Oculus. PlayStation VR.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the main focus of Sony. definitely.
Well,
They'll,
VR.
they'll get loads of people on stage with headsets on, going, "Oh, this is amazing," or whatever.
Yep.
So we'll see a lot of that. I don't know what games are coming out for it. That's the big problem they've got.
That's
is
what
there
they
isn't
have
really
to
a whole
announce.
lot.
They have to
They've
announce
got that
games.
London Heist game, which looks quite interesting. That kind of heist style shooting game. That looks quite interesting. But other than that, we've got pricing now, haven't we?
Isn't it like $300 or $400 or something like that?
Does that come with the Move controllers? You have to pay for those separately.
No, from what I understand, you have to get those separately. Same with the camera.
That'd be so expensive.
Well, it's competitive. It's competitive with any other VR that's out there. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
But then you've got to think
if
the
you
fact that it's
consider
more
that-
expensive than getting a new console, though.
yeah, but you also have to consider it's a display.
Mhm.
So how much are you paying for a
Yeah.
70, 80-inch TV?
Yeah.
4K TV. It's just
Yeah.
it's
I
a
think
steal for
Another
for a
thing is
display.
that you're going to kind of need to get the new PS4.5 or whatever to experience VR in the best that it can be as well, because I don't think I can't see PlayStation VR running that well on the PS4.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
they
a heavy
have
cost
that.
of entry.
They have that box that comes with the VR set, right?
Yeah.
So you plug that in. I think
Yeah.
they have to do something with addressing the Move controllers and the camera, because you can't
Yeah.
just sell the headset, or maybe they'll just have like the headset's the cheap version, and they'll have a bundle with all the other stuff.
I reckon I have a bundle version.
And they have to show games because we don't really know what other games are there.
I've got a Move controller somewhere in the house
I was
back in the
thinking
day when that came out.
Oh god, those things are awful though. Like the PlayStation Move
Yeah.
controls are
Yeah.
useless.
Maybe they'll bring back Wonder Books.
Oh god, yeah, the Harry
Incorporate
Potter
it with
thing.
their VR
Oh.
set.
Oh man, that was horrible.
Do you remember the conference? It's like an hour of just
Yeah.
talking about interactive books.
And now we go to our sponsor, Audible.
Exactly. There you go.
There we go. Good segue.
Great transition. So Nathan says that PlayStation is not going to have any
Well,
Neo.
last week they had an interview with Financial Times, and for the first time, we got a proper confirmation of it. But they said that it's not going to have a focus on E3 at all. They're going to talk about it. I reckon they'll say, "Oh, we're doing this." They might tell us what's in it. Maybe when we can expect it. It'll be next year, won't it? But it's not going to be there physically in E3 at all. And I reckon they'll only spend about 10 minutes talking about it. I don't think it'll be a massive thing. They're still trying to sell PS4s. You've got to remember. So.
Maybe they won't talk about it like that much, but they'll send out a press release after the conference, maybe.
It'll be something that's announced. They might even have their own kind of conference later in the year about
Possibly.
PS4.5, like they did with the PS4, if you remember. They
Because
did
if
it
you look
before
back
E3,
at
didn't they?
if you look back at previous E3s, there was a lot of stuff about numbers and like specs and stuff, and now when you
Yeah.
look at it now, it's mostly games, which is nice.
Yeah, which is good, which is nice to see.
So-
It's not all about TV.
They'll probably not have the specs announced there, maybe not, and they'll just announce that later.
Yeah. They might say, it has this many more teraflops or whatever,
Yeah, exactly, the teraflops.
Yeah. Gotta get those in.
So, is there anything else for Sony? I don't know.
Not that I know of, to be honest.
No, eh?
There isn't anything that particularly that springs to mind. There'll be some new things that we don't know existed.
Yeah, there'll be games. There'll be games that are like
Some indie stuff.
small things, but they'll for the most part stick.
Knack 2.
Oh
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
I've never played it, but I've heard it's really bad.
Oh, well, yeah.
Tech demo game is just
New Killzone. You might see a new Killzone.
I need to play that. I have
That's
it.
true. That hasn't
It's okay.
that hasn't been out since I think was the last one the
launch
title.
PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago now. Do you make 2 years ago? Ridiculous.
Gaming
I can't
world
believe
moves fast.
Had the current generation for 2 years now. It's pretty cool.
And now we'll move on to our shorter segment, Nintendo at E E3.
And we're finished at Nintendo.
Yeah,
It's
so
the video, the MP4 file they provide.
Yeah.
the only thing
That press release is going to be one sentence.
the only thing they have announced that's going to be there is let me try that again. The only thing they'll announce that's there is Zelda Wii U.
Yep.
That's the only thing that they have, and Pokemon.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see some more details on Pokemon Go.
Well, I believe, Pokemon Go will be pretty cool. They'll probably announce the latest 2 Pokemon in Sun and Moon
Yeah.
that got leaked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
they will.
there's they can keep people pretty entertained with, half an hour of Pokemon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
And Zelda, I think Zelda is just something that's going to keep people focused. Really.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna do
Everyone
like
loves
8
Zelda.
hours of streaming Zelda. So.
Are they really? Nice. That'd be interesting to tune into, really.
I think that's what they said. Like, I know they said that they would
Yeah.
just stream all day for Zelda.
But it's not even coming out this year, though, is it? It's coming out next year.
I thought it was coming out this year, and then I was wrong.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? They got nothing. They got nothing to keep people focused with, and
They
the
do
problem
have
is
other smaller games like the Paper Mario and the Metroid Time Force Splitters. Who knows what the hell that's called?
Time Splitters. God, I would love to do Time Splitters. Don't
Metroid-
tease with that one.
Metroid crosses with Time Splitters.
How
That'd be
wild
cool.
would it be if Nintendo came out with a new IP?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That would be
Anybody
nice.
think that might happen?
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we had
No,
we had Splatoon, didn't we? Splatoon did
Oh,
really
that's
well
true.
for Nintendo.
Yeah, they
so we
did.
might get a new IP.
They're focusing their efforts on the NX with development and stuff. So
And I think that's going to kick them in the foot a bit.
yeah,
I reckon next year when we find out what the Nintendo NX is, we
Yeah.
might have just kind of given up on Nintendo.
I would like to see NX there, but it's not going to be there.
Do you reckon they will talk about it a little bit?
They'll probably say that we have a new console coming soon.
They'll
The
drop
state-
sly Nintendo hints, like,
Yeah.
we've got
Yeah.
a big surprise coming up. I hope you look
I
forward
hope
to
Jim
it.
Henson's
Surprise.
doing the pocket.
Anybody that's
I hope
been
we-
listening for the last 5 weeks.
It's
Yeah.
it's what they always do. That they have a habit of like warning you that a surprise is coming, and you're just like, Nintendo, we know. Like, seriously, shut
There was,
up.
Not clever.
So the last time we got together and podcasted, that was like 4 years ago, and we were talking about Wii U at
Yeah.
the time. And I said at the time, I was like, I'm probably never gonna buy a Wii U, but I did buy one for $200, and it's like
Yeah.
the best $200 I've ever spent.
I've been tempted to buy one recently because I want to get Mario Kart and the likes, and I want to get it ready for Zelda Wii U. So
Dude, if you can find one for cheap, I would recommend it because
Well-
like you can get there's like a ton of great games. There's Mario Kart, there's the Smash
Yeah.
Brothers,
might have to
Bayonetta
do
2,
that then,
and Bayonetta 2 comes with Bayonetta 1.
oh really? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a
But I
lot
can
of
see
good
the new
games.
Zelda coming out for the NX as well, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think the Wii U will be a very good budget system.
I'm tempted just to wait for the NX, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great for parties. Like I said, the Mario Kart is probably the best Mario Kart they've ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Splatoon,
Yeah.
That's a lot
people
of
are still
fun.
playing that. So yeah, that's basically all the news on Nintendo. Is there's
Not a
nothing.
Great.
The news is there's no news. Okay, and the last company that I know of, well, actually that's not true because I wanted to talk about Injustice, but we'll get to that last, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll do Square Enix next. They're not gonna host a conference, I think, this year. They did last year.
there
though.
is.
No,
They did one last year, and it was like really weird.
Yeah, God, with that moon guy, whatever it was, the moon hat on or something. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, I didn't get that. So we
No,
have
it's-
for Square Enix, we'll probably see something on Final Fantasy VII remake.
yep. Maybe some good videos of gameplay, proper details about how they're breaking the game down, because like as far as I know, they're still planning to break it down into sections.
Yep.
So I want to know what are they doing to everyone's favorite game in existence. So hopefully,
not everyone's. Not everyone's.
There was
well,
No, I'm not a massive fan of Final Fantasy.
well, yeah, but
yeah.
I've never
so
got into it, but I reckon I would like it if I did play it, and I would play the remake. So
I think
Yeah.
I think with Final Fantasy VII, I heard this like on a podcast a while ago. I don't know if it's true or not, but that with 7 they're gonna be making stuff like 7-2 and 7-3, kind of like that,
yeah,
with their episodes. So I don't know what that even means. But
yeah,
it's interesting to see what that will be. It's interesting to see what will happen to scenes like that costume dress up with Link, not Link, Cloud, because they said that would be in there. And I want to dress up my Cloud like a pretty princess.
the only details will be that segment that they've updated, and it will just be Cloud dressing up as a woman. Yes, Final Fantasy VII has made it.
Yeah, but I really love those animations and the look of it. It looks
Haven't they
amazing.
changed the combat? They've changed the combat around from where it
It's a
used
little
to
bit more
was
action-y.
like, and
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
It's not quite as turn-based.
Yeah. So I don't know. It looks.
Cool.
I think it looks really good, and I'm
Yeah.
excited for it. Then of course we have Final Fantasy 15 coming this year.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
game looks amazing as well.
The trailer for that was pretty sweet.
No, I haven't played the demo yet, but I hear the demo's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw footage of the demo. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm excited for seeing what this thing is gonna be like. It looks like a bunch of 20-year-old dudes in a car driving
Road
Oh.
trip.
road
I
trip.
still can't get over the fact they have perfect hair and they're wearing like the most warm stuff in like the hottest climate and just like whatever, man.
It's
Whatever, just running
fashion.
around. Yeah, it's so fashionable. You don't understand.
Fashion is uncomfortable. You can't be fashionable unless it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, the whole Final Fantasy X and X-2 coming back out on Steam is
Mhm.
was exciting for me to see. But I'm looking for a new one to play. I haven't looked at the trailers or much or anything for Final Fantasy 15, but I was
I-
considering getting 13. 14 is like
An MMO.
way different MMO
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
14's
Um,
pretty cool with its style. I played a little bit of that last week, and it's got the same. It's got that music that you love. It's got the style that
Yeah.
you love, and it just looks great. I haven't
Right.
played too much of it with the MMO style. Yeah, I really want Square Enix to hit this out of the park with everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm pulling for them because it looks great, and if 15 turns out to be a hit, I'm gonna check out their other stuff that they have for it, like the TV show and that, or anime.
yeah.
Okay, and then they also have announced Nier from last year, which is
Oh
really
yeah,
weird.
of course.
Has anyone here played Nier?
Nope.
No.
No one. I played a little bit of it, and I can't really say anything about it other than there's going to be a new Nier game.
Yeah.
Um,
The PS3 one didn't do particularly well, did it? I thought it was a bit naff.
I don't know. I played a little bit and it was okay, but that's about
Yeah,
it. that's all we can say.
we'll find out.
That's all we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
So yeah, Injustice 2, guys.
The trailer looks awesome.
It looks
The first trailer and the
amazing.
gameplay.
Yeah.
The gameplay trailer looks amazing.
Oh my god, the
It looks-
finishers that they had.
I cannot wait. Yeah, going through the train and stuff. Oh, I cannot wait for it.
The last shot of that trailer, though, they had Aquaman do his finish or whatever it was.
Yes, with the
And-
shark or the massive
Yeah,
fish or whatever it
He
was.
gets the shark to
Oh,
come and like
can't wait
chomp
for
on him. It was so
Wait,
cool.
I really can't. I loved the first one. I loved it on PS4. I thought it
Yeah.
was great.
It was great. I'm
Yeah, I
actually
really can't
tempted to play that again. Actually,
I'm
I-
so bad at fighting games, but I play Injustice. Injustice
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun.
I probably won't
so-
pay full price for it because I'm not that
No,
good at
I-
fighting games. But I want to play it. I want
Yeah.
to beat that story mode again.
Yeah.
And there was like it's got that style that that Batman versus Superman has that not a lot of people like, but I do. Is like everything's like gone to hell, pretty much.
Yeah, everything's dark.
It's just and I read the comics for the first game, the Injustice comics, and those are really well
Yeah.
done. I want to see if you'll keep that up with Injustice 2 comics. Supergirl's in it now.
Yeah, she's, taking down Superman.
There's a couple other superheroes and villains that are in there. I think is it Groot, the ape?
Oh, Grodd, yeah.
Grodd,
yeah,
yeah, Grodd.
Yeah, Grodd's in there.
God's in there.
There's a lot of, they're pulling quite a lot of sort of the TV. I believe Captain Cold's supposed to be in there.
That'd be cool.
So that they're kind of looking at what
cool.
works on TV. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Atom in there.
Yeah, I
know.
think he was in the last one. The Atom.
Oh, was he?
I think he
Oh.
was.
But basically, just if they've appeared on the TV show, then they're probably popular. Get them in there. But it's nice to see sort of a few different characters.
Yeah,
Get
they had Shazam in the last one, and
Yeah.
spoiler alert, Superman kills him. Superman fucking
They-
kills Shazam.
They really didn't hold back. Like, it's for a fighting game that's supposed to be, superheroes and all that. They just went, fuck it, we're gonna kill someone.
I like that. I like that there's like no hold bars on these.
It's nice to see like a gritty side to
Yeah.
the universe and that, and they did go all out with the storyline.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. So yeah, I'm excited for Injustice 2. That looks sick.
Yeah.
Is it coming out this year? I never got a release date.
I don't know if there's a release date yet, but I assume it would be because
I expect it this year.
isn't it from the same guys who do the Mortal Kombat games?
Pretty
Pretty sure
so,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be this year since they did MKX. What was it, last year or 2 years ago?
It is.
Yeah.
And-
PlayStation said that it's not going to be on PS4 until next year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So there's
So the
also
thing I missed about PlayStation is The Last of Us 2.
Last
I
of
just
Us
thought. Do you reckon it'd be just too early to see anything about The Last of Us 2?
Like, wasn't the remastered or
2. They just did
whatever
Uncharted.
they
Yeah, I mean they're focusing on that. But
yeah.
So we
I don't
know.
know. I don't know.
Maybe.
I reckon we might get a teaser thing because Uncharted 4 was teased 2 years ago or something now. So I reckon we might see, even if it's just the kind of you see the Last of Us and a 2 appears on screen or something and a zombie
Crowd goes
appears or something.
wild.
Yeah, because it's definitely
Clicker.
going to be in development.
Clicker
They're
comes
definitely
in and
going to be
kills
doing a
everybody.
sequel. There's some Easter eggs in Uncharted 4 about Last of Us 2 as well, which could just be them teasing us, and it doesn't actually going to happen. But I reckon we'll see it.
So the last thing we have on our list is, and this is just a rumor of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hasn't that been in rumor for how many E3s have we had rumors of Red Dead Redemption 2?
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I was watching a couple things before we came on,
Mm.
and apparently they
Yeah.
leaked a couple of things from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I thought that they recently leaked assets from Red Dead Redemption 2. So,
Really?
Yeah, like a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Maybe
it'll
maybe
be
this time.
My
Yeah.
colleague just texted me who's at the EA Play event and says, "Oh, good lord, there's so many nerds of Battlefield and Titanfall t-shirts."
Awesome.
That didn't
Yeah,
surprise me, but I want
not
one. I told
surprising
her, get me one.
So
Yeah.
so with that map leak, I think they're going to be on a conference somewhere, either Xbox or PlayStation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they'll announce it. Maybe. Do you think
Yeah.
it'll be this year? Maybe they've been
Really?
working on it this whole. I'm just guessing. Like
No,
No?
I don't think it will be.
I don't know.
Unfortunately.
They've been sitting there working away on something.
I got my
You
fingers
think?
crossed for Q1 next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe May or April or something like that. They usually like to hit those dates.
Yeah.
Is May and
Yeah.
April. So, is that all the games that are going to be at E3 that we know of?
I mean, there's a few independent ones.
I don't know a whole lot about those.
Civilization 6. I kind of want
Yeah.
to see
Yeah, that's right.
Good
more details on that. Obviously, there's the new Destiny expansion, which I don't play. I played Destiny very minimal, but that looks a really different style. Like
Mhm.
they had wolves and stuff. It's
Right.
you know what
Yeah,
the fuck's going on?
I haven't seen any of
Flaming
that.
axes.
It's Destiny: Rise of Iron. They're bringing that.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be dealing a lot of that in E3. There's an Attack on Titan game, but I don't know whether people are bothered about.
Have we seen any
that.
gameplay for that? I think we have.
We
So-
might have done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Attack on Titan.
Thing is, have they even done a second series yet? Are they still working on that?
I think they're still working on the TV show. They have like a bunch of comics though,
Yeah.
mangas.
Negatives.
There's a couple indies that are going to be there, like Cuphead and stuff like that.
Is
Harvest
that
Moon.
still in development? Has
Yep.
that not come out yet?
Below, yeah, those are
Yeah.
those are all still in development.
Bloody hell.
When you get that Microsoft money, you know, you just no, I'm kidding. I'm sure.
What about Unravel 2?
What?
Oh,
A
isn't that
sequel to Unravel?
That's
Oh,
soon,
Unravel
isn't
2.
it?
I don't know. Nothing's been announced, I don't think.
I don't.
About
Is
it.
there an Unravel 2? Like I didn't even hear about that.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do one. I think the first one did quite well, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if they do another one. It's nice for EA to do an independent-ish small game. So I reckon it'd do well if they did a sequel. So it wouldn't surprise me if they thought about it.
You think
There's,
what's Gearbox gonna bring? Because I don't think they have anything.
Oh, another Borderlands game.
Another Duke Nukem game.
Yeah.
It's like we're doing it,
well.
Duke Nukem.
It's almost
Yeah.
like you're shoehorning them into a particular style.
Yeah.
There's rumors of Kingdom Hearts 3
Oh yeah.
supposedly coming out. Obviously, Just Dance 2017 will probably be a thing.
Oh
You know.
God, are they gonna do a dancing conference
There's
thing?
always a dancing conference. It's
Oh,
what's making
no.
E3 so great is seeing
Yeah.
random white nerds
To see
dancing
CEOs
around
dance.
Yeah.
and looking at them and being like, "How did we get to this point in video
Yeah.
games that this is what we're talking about?"
Well, DDR has been around for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
Which is way better than just Dance 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like DDR.
In the Groove. That's another one.
God. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what else, like, I think that's it, man. I think that's everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll obviously have a few surprises, stuff that we never would have even imagined will be announced.
Okay, so here's a question. What do you want to see? Like, what completely left field, a new IP, not been made yet, you've got a chance to, like, have it. What do you want it to be?
Earth,
What
Mother,
ideas
Mother
do
3.
Really?
It's not new.
I know.
It's not a number
but
on it.
Give me
Like,
Mother
how do
3.
you really? Like, I'm not a game
Name
developer,
sequels.
so coming up with new
Name.
IPs, what do you do?
Yeah.
Something interesting, please.
Yeah.
Can you make this fun? Can you put fun into this thing?
Right? Can there be fun games? That'd be awesome.
No, sorry.
I just
Sorry,
don't
Fun
want to
Stars.
see.
Simulators.
I just don't want to see any more future first-person shooters. I'm just getting a bit fed up
No,
with that sort
no,
of thing.
I don't think that.
That's why Battlefield 1 looks so good, because it's just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's.
know?
I think that's one of the things why I like about this year in FPS is that you have Titanfall, which is completely left field, but then Battlefield and Call of Duty are now opposite ends of the scale.
Yeah.
So if you want to shoot in space, you've got one. If you want to shoot in a trench, you've got the other. It's kind of.
How long do you reckon it'll be for Activision to follow suit and do a past Call of Duty? I reckon
Well-
I reckon it may even be next year.
They have
Because
three
it's on a 3-year
teams.
development cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Which
3
is,
teams working on Call of Duty, so.
I reckon it'll be next year. World War Two. I reckon we might see World War Two from them.
Ooh, that yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
No, I'd get that in a heartbeat. To be fair, I like World War Two as a setting.
Yeah,
So.
it's.
How about they just
And-
follow Doom and be like, we're Space Marines in hell now?
At the end of Call of Duty Infinity Warfare, it just goes really bad. and
Infinity
it's-
Warfare,
from
they
that
open a
point
portal
on,
to hell and bring in all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
And Doom guys, they're like.
You've
It
got
would be
all.
really cool actually if they went all the way back to like the Huns trying to like invade China. How cool would that be though? I don't know.
I was having a discussion with a friend the other day, and we were actually saying that we could have a lot of fun if there was like an American Civil War style game where it was like single shot like rifles. And it took like 30 seconds to
half the
reload.
time you're just like reloading your musket and like
Right.
have to get misfire.
That doesn't exist. Like someone get on that right now
Yeah.
because you know even World War One, the sort of the style is very different to American Civil War. Put some guys on some horses, give them muskets, and just set them out into a field and say good luck.
Did you play Chivalry? Did anyone play Chivalry? 'Cause
Yeah, we played
I
Chivalry.
played bits of that.
That
Yeah.
was, I thought that was quite interesting that they did that. It was essentially kind of Call of Duty with swords and bows and arrows, isn't it?
They
And
have
that was really fun.
they have a game coming out. Don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like Chivalry, where you have a bunch
For
of
Honor.
For Honor, where you have a bunch of like
So you-
samurais and
that was
knights
good.
and stuff.
I reckon we'll get a release date and proper information.
that
for
looks
you.
fun.
Like that. Yeah, it's kind of like what's that kind of crap TV show that pits a certain race against another race or something, and
What?
Total Warrior or Ninja Warrior or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of like that. You put a kind of knights against samurai or something like that. I think that's kind of what the game is. So that'd be good.
Yeah, For Honor looks pretty decent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll expect we'll see some more FPS MOBAs because that's the hot thing at the moment. I was saying
Yeah.
the other day that I kind of want to see one that's not based in fantasy. I don't know how you do it, but most sort of MOBA and FPS games, FPS MOBA games are based in like here's some crazy mushroom guy and he
I've
can do
played
this special
some.
attack.
I played
Yeah.
some that aren't in fantasy. Like I reviewed, or did I review Minimum? I don't think I did, but I was writing for a site and I was supposed to review Minimum.
Oh
And
really?
That was
I know
one
what it
like
is.
that. It was like a future. It was like there was like the robots were the creeps. you're
Yeah.
supposed to kill.
Right.
Yeah. So, I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't like that mode. I just played deathmatch because that's the kind of mode I like.
Yeah. We'll see Battleborn, whatever it is. I think.
Oh yeah,
Battle
that.
Cry.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
can't-
these games
can't
are.
keep-
I just see
can't
the name.
Yeah, I can't keep track of all of them now. There's so many FPS MOBA style
It's
stuff.
exactly. It's just the current thing. MOBA
Yeah,
was
it
the
is.
current thing, and now it's FPS
Yeah.
MOBA.
I'd like to
So-
see a new Rayman. I'd like to see a new Rayman
Yeah.
from you.
That'd
I
be
know that
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a Rabbids game.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Remember all those
As
rabbit
always.
games they made for the Wii?
Yeah.
They went nuts with that. They went far too
Yeah.
nuts. I would like to see a new Crash Bandicoot. If
Oh wow.
yeah,
Thing is,
a new-
Activision own the IP, so I don't think we'll
I
ever see that.
know, I know, and like, there's been so many like stupid connections people have made with current games and being like, this is very similar to a Crash Bandicoot level. It obviously means that's coming soon.
Well,
It's like,
has anyone here played Uncharted 4?
no.
Oh, I can't spoil it then, but a certain game is in Uncharted 4. I don't know if you know this.
Well, probably Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Can I tell people? I mean,
It's not that
Is
big
it
of a
like an
spoiler.
Easter,
I
is it
don't
an
think.
Easter egg
yeah.
thing?
basically, Nathan Drake sits down with Elena, his wife, and they actually boot up the PlayStation 1, and you play Crash Bandicoot within Uncharted 4.
I mean, come on.
It's amazing.
It's a game
And it's got
really.
it's got the old soundtrack, and it plays.
Oh,
It's
that is
basically
amazing.
running away from Boulder level.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
Indiana Jones level.
Brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic.
Like,
And
Exactly, like, that's got to come. They've got to make Crash Bandicoot. They can't keep doing it to us because those games are so much fun.
I heard about
Yeah.
this Easter egg in Uncharted 4. It was like a Guybrush Threepwood Easter egg.
yes. Yeah, they said one of the painting pirates. and
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if our chat has any questions, feel free to ask us. I see Crackamus says Beyond Good and Evil 2 this year.
Hopefully,
Well-
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Right.
I doubt it. If they make Beyond Good and Evil 2, you'll have to climb a lighthouse and take pictures to unlock the map.
Yeah.
Dive off into a hay bale.
Yeah, it died.
That was all Assassin's Creed 1 was. That's
Yep.
all of it.
It was either
Plenty of
that,
eyes and teeth.
riding very slowly on a horse to a new place because you didn't want to
Yeah.
fire armor.
Yeah.
It's just, I just want to get to Jerusalem.
I 100%ed that game. I got all the flags in the first game. I was
Yeah.
I was a kid and I was bored.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
the same
I
in the
spent a
second
grand
one.
total of 2 hours on that game. And I got super bored.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, if you guys want to plug whatever the hell you got going on now, and we'll wrap this up. So
All I have to say-
I'll start off with Casey.
Yeah, all I have to say is that come August, I should be getting my stream set back up. So keep an eye on Cesium Night on Twitch, and there should be some more quality streaming coming. I can't promise it's going to be another 1-year live stream where I'm streaming every day.
That was insane.
That would be awesome, but I just don't have that time anymore. So yeah, just keep an eye out over there.
All right, Connor, you got anything going on?
Got a few videos coming here and there. Currently playing The Walking Dead over on YouTube. So my channel is Sonic-Tier. You probably won't get that right. So look for a typed version of that and you'll find it. And I might try and get some streaming done because it's so much easier than editing videos on YouTube. Just setting it up and letting it run. So
Yep, there you go. Exactly.
that's maybe the plan. But yeah, that's all for now.
All right, and Jeff.
Nothing really. I mean, it was just nice seeing you guys again after, oh my gosh, how many years?
You can plug
Right,
your
very low.
Twitter account.
Oh yeah, sure. So I do just food videos, totally unrelated to video games right now. IMGFRE. That was supposed to be sign language, but you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or whatever. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
No problem, man. It's great to have you here. It's great to have the gang back.
It's awesome.
Game.
Yeah.
And Nathan, how's it going?
I'm writing for Expert Reviews, so if you're interested in tech, basically just follow and have a look at Expert Reviews. I'm currently doing laptops and tablets, along with home appliances. If you're really into home appliances like fridges,
Hey,
freezers,
I need a
and
new washer.
that sort of
gonna
thing,
say.
feel free. Yeah,
I need washer and dryer. Exactly.
Recommend me a toaster.
yeah.
Does it have
Oh,
microchips
we
in it?
do have a 2016 best toasters guide. So
Oh
Oh,
my god, really?
send me a link. I need a new toaster.
yeah.
Get a coffee maker.
And obviously E3's coming up, so we're doing a lot of E3 coverage this week, so follow that as well.
All right. And then, of course, there's always me here at Tainted Cane TV. You can always catch me streaming. I usually stream after work hours, and on Saturdays I always stream Metal Gear Solid. So, just finished Metal Gear Solid 2, And we're moving on to Metal Gear Solid 3. It's probably my favorite game in that series, so look forward to it. All right,
Nice.
guys, that's a podcast. Wrap it up.
There we go.
All right, and have a good day, everyone in chat. And we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
Bye.
Thomas. See you guys.
Bye.